Hey guys, now in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the BOOX 10.3. This guy right here is a tablet. It is a notepad. It's an organizer. It's an e-reader and a whole bunch more. So if you're looking to organize your life, you've been considering a device where you can keep notes, keep your schedule, stay focused, listen to audiobooks as well, read books, then you'll want to check out this video because we're going to take a look at this product and it's absolutely incredible. And for those of you who want to focus and have a device that will allow you not to be distracted by so many other things, this is the way to go. Let's check it out. Now, the screen for the BOOX Go is 10.3 inches. And I have to say that this dimension, this size, is, I'd consider it a sweet spot when it comes to something that's not too small and something that's not too big. It uses an HD Carta 1200 glass screen with a flat cover lens. Now, it does have a fantastic resolution of 300 pixels per inch, and that's 2480 by 1860. Now, what that translates to is that as you write, if you're writing with the pen or you're reading text, you're really not going to be able to distinguish those pixels, right? Everything is going to be silky smooth when you write, and when you read, the ink, the actual characters are high definition in my opinion. They really look really nice. Now, there's a couple ways that you're going to be able to interact with this tablet. Basically, you could use a stylus, which you'll see in a couple seconds right here, or you can use touch, right? And from a stylus perspective, you have 4,096 levels of pressure. So it literally knows as you're pressuring on the pen, you're writing, the actual ink itself gets darker, gets thicker, just as if you were using a real pen or pencil, depending on the style that you're using. Now, we mentioned capacitive touch, so you can use your finger as well. You can use your finger to navigate. And it also has a pretty powerful CPU, 2.4 gigahertz octa-core CPU with 4 gig of RAM and 64 gig of ROM. From a connectivity perspective, you can expect Wi-Fi 2.4 and 5 gigahertz, as well as Bluetooth 5.0. Now, it does have a G sensor, which means that as you're rotating the actual tablet itself, it's going to basically adjust the rotation or how it's showing the actual image if you enable it to do so. Now, one thing it doesn't have is it doesn't have a front light. Now, many of you will pause all of a sudden because the device isn't really designed to be read or observed in complete darkness like a smartphone would, a standard tablet, or even a laptop. But one thing that this does really well and excels is in direct sunlight. There's nothing compared to this. You don't have to worry about covering up your phone, covering up your screen, and if you've used a tablet before, you know what I'm talking about. This thing is super crispy in direct sunlight, and that sets it apart. Now, it does also then have a single power button, pretty simple, USB-C to support charging, and you can use it as an audio jack as well. So if you do plug in some headphones that are USB-C based, you're going to get the audio from there. And I've also seen that you can connect the keyboard as one, use a keyboard with this if you like. Now, it does have built-in dual speakers. It has a built-in microphone so that you can actually record meetings and take notes. And it does have an ecosystem of apps. And one of the things I love about this product, and this really sets it apart. So there is another product on the market that's called the Remarkable 2. What I see from my friends that have it and from what I've read, I don't physically have one right here, is that there is a subscription that you have to worry about, right? With this solution, it's subscription free. You purchase the product, you don't have to pay for anything else. And what's so special about this product, what I like about it, is that it also uses Android 12. And that opens up a host of applications that is incredible, right? So if you think about everything that's available on the Android store, the Play Store, becomes accessible. Now, there's going to be some limitations. Some apps are going to work, some are not. But some of the things, I'll give you an example that will work is, for example, OneNote. And if you're a business person, or even if you're someone who's a student and you're using OneNote to take notes, guess what? You'll be able to take it here. More importantly, because it's a connected device, you'll be able to take notes and it will sync with your desktop, with your other tablet, with your phone. It's going to sync across all of them. And that to me is a really, really powerful solution. Now, the other thing is that because it has speakers, you could listen to an audiobook while you're taking notes. Or listen to some music while you're taking notes off from this device, which also makes it super attractive. Now, one of the things that sets this apart, because it is an e-ink device, is that the battery life on this is crazy. So it comes with a 3,700 milliamp hour battery, and I can tell you, average usage, you can use this thing for a week. Yeah, you can use this for a week and not really have to worry about charging it. I've been using this a lot as I've been putting it through the paces and testing it, and I haven't made a dent. And one of the things I found really exciting about this is as soon as I opened up the box, it was also fully charged. So let's take a closer look and you'll see what I'm talking about. And again, if you're considering something, a gift for a college student, a gift for yourself because you want to be more organized, this is definitely something to consider, especially if you love to read as well. Now in the box, you're going to receive your tablet. And I just want to highlight one thing. You see how this is the display right now on? You see that image? The tablet is off. Off. But this is the power of e-ink. This is the display that it shows when it's in an off state, and it's not consuming any power as it's off. You get your tablet. You get also, this is the pen or stylus that you would use, and there's no charging this device, right? It just works. It's the type of technology that it uses allows it to function with your tablet, and you have a great experience. Now, this is a really common type pen. You can actually find these on Amazon. If you were interested and you want to upgrade it, you can go ahead and do that. If you want to get another type pen, maybe that has an eraser or something that has like a pen clip, you could do that. So you get the tablet. You will also get a USB-C cable, right? That's pretty much it that comes in the box. Now, we did receive also this case. And this case, it's a little folio case, pretty straightforward. You can see how thin this is. All it does is it wraps around and gives you some protection. And then I have this other piece right here of leather and or leather-like material that gives it this kind of look. Really, really nice. Let's focus on the tablet for a little bit, and then we'll come back to the case. Check out how thin this thing is. No joke. This is crazy. This is how thin this is. Let me put it here on screen so you can see. That is what we're talking about. That's how thin this is. And holding this is delightful. It feels premium. It doesn't feel cheap, even though it's that thin. And if we take a look at the back, it has this really nice texture material here. I love this treatment that you have right here. And then at the top here, you'll notice that it does have the power button right there. On the bottom, you'll see where the speakers are. And then you'll see also the USB-C. Nothing going on this side, and then nothing else going on this side. It's a pretty simple device. Now, mine is on, and I'm going to go ahead and take us home for a second. Let me go ahead and do that. Now, as soon as you get your device, there are several firmware updates that will take place, and this one is fully updated. And what you can see here is what this display looks like. This is what this technology is all about. Now, this company does have other e-readers and tablets that are a combination of color and e-ink. This is, again, the one that is non-color based. And I would say is the one that competes the best with the Remarkable 2, which looks very similar to it, but is slightly bigger. What you also find here is the screen is touch screen, right? So you notice how I'm touching, and you can see how it's refreshing. And you can actually adjust the refresh rate to your liking. And then you see the books that are here, right? You can see these are the notes. There is a store, and then over here, this is kind of like some additional settings or some storage. Over here, you have your apps, and you'll notice that the Google Play Store is there, and if I touch the Play Store, you'll notice that it's going to open up the Play Store, and then you'll notice this is again, Google Play Store, but it's in black and white because this is the e-ink type solution. Now, if I were to go to the home page, which let's go ahead and go to the beginning, I'm going to go ahead and open up a book for us. So I'm going to open up this book, which is a tutorial, and it's a help guide. You can see the type of display we have here. What I like about this is that even as I'm looking at my overhead camera and it's shooting this, I have no issues with reflection. I have no issues with brightness because it's just the two colors, the actual paper-like color and then the ink. And I can move down. You can see how it's refreshing. And what is so amazing about this, what I find really exciting, and this is my first, I would say, e-ink device of this type. I haven't had one in a very long time. I had one many, many years ago. The technology has changed so much. You could see how clear this information is. Like the text is crispy. It's just amazing how far this has gone. And if you could imagine yourself reading a book, you can see what this experience is. And you can change the size of the font. You can do all those things. Now, we talked about the fact that there is a real cool ecosystem, which, by the way, on the side here, you have all these annotation tools. There's some AI technology in here as well. The tablet will also recognize, for example, if you have handwritten text, it will convert it to actual type text. And once again, as you start going through things, and I'm going to take you over to the apps for a second, and I want to show you kind of like the things that I'm writing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go into the notepad, because the notepad has some good writing samples that I did. And we're going to go ahead and here we go, notes. And I'm going to open one up so you can see what I'm talking about, the experience. So this is my handwriting. It is what it is, guys. So that's my handwriting. And what you can do is simply by grabbing the pen, you do have the ability. Notice I put testing, testing, testing because I was checking different font types. I can just type in or write testing, and you can see what the quality looks like. If I want to erase something, I just do something like this, and it's gone. Let's do this part as well. Gone. Now, I could use, if I had a pencil that had an eraser, I could actually use the eraser tip. I could also go to the top here, the menu, and I can actually choose an eraser and erase that way as well. But I find that just doing this kind of like scribble like this to get rid of something, I think that that's more than enough, and you see how that's gone. Sometimes there's a little something left over, but you can do that and just get rid of that too. Now, you do have a little control or navigation here, window that comes up, and it has a lot of different options. You can insert recordings, which is something that you could do, especially if you're using this for a lecture or for work. You'll notice here you have recording options. And again, you could either write, print, or you can, if you like writing in cursive, you can too. So for example, I could say, I would do my test, and now that's in cursive, right? I could do a combination of both as you have there. The whole point here is that this is going to be a low power device. This will last days and days and days, if not over a week, depending on your usage or more. And the amount of power that it requires is infinitesimal. Now, if you're going to be using like the audiobook portion of it, where you're going to be bringing down audiobooks and listening to audiobooks, obviously it's going to use up more power. But if you're just using it for reading like this, you'll be able to leverage it for a very long time. And if you look at my notes here, I said, what is the BOOX 10.3 Go? I said it is an e-reader. It is a remarkable competitor, and I'd say far superior to that because of the fact that it's using Android 12, the Android ecosystem, and there's no cost outside of purchasing the device, no subscription. You also have something that's easy to read in direct sunlight, and what we're going to do is we're going to switch to the direct sunlight. I want to take you outside so you can see what this looks like. E-ink displays are going to outperform other display types, especially as you're thinking about a well-lit environment, outdoor, direct sunlight like this. Matter of fact, the brighter it is, the sunnier it is, this display is going to outperform your standard tablets, your laptops, your phones, either your Samsung tablets and even your iPad tablets, because of how well the display is going to work in an environment like this. If you go into my notes section and I were to bring up one of my notes, we'll go ahead and scroll down, you'll see how vivid, right? And we're calling black ink vivid, but how dark the ink is and how easy it is to read. And if you were reading a ebook that was on this display, it would be incredibly easy to read. And matter of fact, that's where this device really shines. It is a great book reader, and it's also a great notepad for those of you who want to take notes. So just wanted to show you what the outdoor display would look like. All right, so we're back. So guys, if you are looking for a grad gift, this is it. If you're looking for, Father's Day, it'll pass. But if you're looking for any type of gift to give someone, this is a great device, regardless of your age. If you love to read, if you love to take notes, or if you'd like to get back into the note-taking practice, it's the way to go. And the writing experience is like paper. It is not smooth like glass. It's like paper. And it lasts forever. And if you take a look at this case, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the case. This looks really sharp. Move this away. Put it like this. Literally, this is what we're talking about, with the case even. And I can take my pen, put it right here on the side magnetically. I can secure it even further by putting this little strap here, and I'm set to go. That's all it takes. Fantastic product. Get one. That's all I can say. See you in the next video.